everybody, this is Luke Falk with Shelbyville Now, joined by Dan Reed and Jeff Falk. I got a special show for you tonight, and Dan called it more of a counseling session.
It is.
Where we're going to discuss what it was like to grow up husky, a little on the big side there. And our special show is brought to you tonight by Sanders Plumbing. Jason Sanders, you can reach him at 224-4934. Also, Rob Garner, State Farm Insurance, and Community Coatings. And I am going to throw this over to you.
Okay, well, you don't know nothing about being husky.
I did. We've discussed this.
I had a period of time. But I want to make a disclaimer right off the bat. We ain't talking about nobody else fat.
Right.
Just me and Dan.
Exactly.
So, because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, we wouldn't do that for the world. But, I mean, we've been through some counseling, and we're pretty much over the hump. And we know that we're pretty much just going to always be husky.
Right,
so,
right.
This is how I'm going to start this out, Dan. I got a question for you.
All right.
Do you remember specifically when you figured out you were husky?
Yes. Yes. Probably first grade, first kickball game you ever get in. You know, and you kick one slow back to Michelle Johnson at Southside, and you think you got some wheels, and then she feels it in the skirt and hits you somewhere in here, and you flip over and land with Ralph McBride. You know, and then that just brings up,
Well,
it just
here's the thing, because I remember specifically.
Where was you at?
Listen, they need to tell you you're fat at your house before they send you to school.
I would agree.
But, hey, I didn't know it. I mean, I really didn't. I mean, I knew that I obviously was bigger than some, and even mostly in my family I was bigger than. But I didn't get the full. I mean, if they had just set me down and had that talk,
right?
You're gonna be fat, and there's gonna be some things that's gonna be problems. Well, this is when I remember. We went to Madison Street School.
Right.
Biggest playground in the county. I'm pretty sure of that. And boy, I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
First day out, seesaw.
Wait a minute.
No. Listen to me. When it takes 3 on the other side to operate the seesaw.
Listen.
I'm telling you.
Time out. There's no place worse for husky kids than the playground.
No.
Both of us are traumatized.
Listen,
on the playground.
We had the big swings that would flip over the thing.
Yeah.
No. You getting about somewhere around 2.5 foot on each side of the bar. But when you're pushing, the small kids go swing around. So they're 2 kids automatic.
Right.
And you're getting this. And a seesaw.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then I remember specifically my parents bought me a pogo stick for Christmas. Now, I'm just telling you, the word pogo, that means you go down and then come back up.
Right.
You ought to check the springs before you give that to your kids, because mine was just po. Po and no go.
Right.
And then, I'm just saying that's,
right.
Look, do you not know that? And then, here was a good one. When you're in PE, and what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing
is for that PE teacher to say, we're going shirts and skins.
Shirts and skins.
Shirts and skins, it's like a nightmare to a chubby kid. We lay in bed at night and pray to God that they don't play inside and go shirts and skins.
Because as chubby as you are with a shirt on.
You don't want to go shirts and skins.
And I'm not going to name the PE teacher, but this was the conversation.
Right.
I'm like, because you're trying to space yourself out.
You want to be on that.
You want to be shirts. So you're trying to look down the line and figure out where. And some small kid, they'll jump in and they'll mess the whole thing up. So they say shirt. I'm like, so we're gonna be skins.
We're gonna be skins.
And
you're trying to be cool about it. All right.
And here's the thing: you don't like it, get yourself in shape, son.
That's right.
And I'm like,
God bless you, because it's that easy. I had a brother that ate like a horse, and he, stayed thin his whole life.
At the time, I was probably a little shyer than I am now. What I would have liked to have said was, you think I didn't think of that? I mean, you think that never crossed my mind to get in shape. That's good.
Also, the thing thin kids, and I'll tell you what ticks us off. It's during a shirt and skins game. There's that real little thin kid, and he's embarrassed that he's thin.
Yeah, and boys,
I mean, you're upset because you're too thin.
Yeah, counting the ribs. I like that.
I've never seen my ribs, son.
Yeah,
Number
I'm
two,
not even sure I got them.
your waist is smaller than your inseam, which already I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Boys, is it not the truth? The worst pants ever. Tough skins, Husky, boy.
Oh boy!
And here's the thing that nobody gets: you go shopping, and they're this wide, and they're this long.
And the girl you've been just in love with happens to walk through about that time. Usually, about the time you come out of the dressing room.
Yeah.
And by the way, they don't understand. We're walking on about 4 foot of the
That's
leg.
exactly right.
Because I've
Folding up
never
under.
seen the hem at the bottom of a blue jean. That didn't exist. You bought them according to waist,
Yeah.
and then Granny hemmed them up length. And so you walk out and they're flopping, and the first thing she wants to do, she got to grab your crotch and make sure this is the first thing Granny did right here. Is this good? About that time, the girl you're in love with walks by.
Yeah, and they all just be a
But
flashing
these thin
sign.
kids out there, Buckles and
Yeah.
Levi's.
They all, yeah,
What?
Levi's. Levi's didn't make 36.22. So they didn't make those. And here's the thing.
36.
Now, here's the thing. You buy them, and they don't cuff them under. Oh no, we cuff them on the outside so everybody knows you fat.
right. Leave 'em there. Leave 'em there.
Yeah, and then we ain't cutting them off. 'Cause
Granny's got
eventually-
pins
We'll let them out.
Eventually, you'll grow into that.
Granny's in Kmart with pins in her mouth, pinning them up right
Where
there.
Tough Skins the Tough Skins had the knee patch. You said it covered
It's
the
a shin patch.
Okay.
It's a shin patch, what we call it, because it never got to the knee. But hey, then, so what we hand me ups instead of hand me down. Eventually, you could find an adult that could wear them after you got them.
Right.
But then when you did finally grow up a little taller and you uncuff them, you got 4 different shades of blues where they faded out.
Nice.
So it's good.
Nice.
And then, we always went to the fly manufacturer outlet. Not just the fly manufacturer, the outlet.
No.
And you never did do
that
that.
a little after you?
That's a little before me.
Let me tell you, I don't know what they put in those pants. They were good pants. But if you're at the outlet, obviously one leg's shorter than the other, one,
Something's wrong. Slightly irregular.
and they had some kind of dye in them that if they got wet, it smelled and you could smell it for a long way.
Right.
So when I'm going down to the corner of Hobson and Maplewood and it's raining to catch old bus 45,
Right.
and they get wet, and then you're looking around like, I wonder what that smell is, knowing all the time it's your pants.
But you got to act it
So,
out.
boys, you got to be tough.
Those white
Now we
shoes
want
start
to
blowing.
also say these are some of the culprits to huskiness.
Well,
in front of us this morning.
we got these, and I didn't know why I was so big, but every day now first of all, that was back in the day when they still cooked at school.
Yes.
At Madison Street, they cooked food, so we had a full meal. And I'd get off the bus at my grandparents', and this was my snack.
You like Cheetos?
Cheetos, hey, get that orange stuff on them fingers,
Yes.
and buddy, you couldn't get it off. So they knew whether you was eating them or not.
Right.
And then they had, but I couldn't find any today. I guess they quit making them. Banana Twins. And it was that one you pull it off and it still got that part of it on that
On that
cardboard
paper,
thing.
like a Swiss roll does.
Yes, sir. You have to. Hey,
It's coming at bottom to
yes,
Them
sir.
kids don't know nothing about that.
They don't know that.
They don't know nothing about it. They don't know going down the water slide and just kind of sticking
Yeah.
about halfway down. And people looking at
People
you.
looking at you.
And the lifeguard just saying, "Hey, Chubby,
Yeah.
get on,
Come
get on.
on
Just
now.
stay down there on that end." I mean, they don't know. They don't have any idea. But I was raised by my grandparents, and that Granny would always say, "Hey, you're putting on some weight. You might
Yeah,
want." And
ease into it. Yeah.
Granddaddy's favorite thing to say was, "You want to push back from that table a little bit," and then she would fix a meatloaf and 12 sides to go with it, and mad at you if you didn't eat it all. I was a confused young man.
Hey.
I was confused, but boy, I ate good.
And after I ate this snack at my grandparents', I went home and my mom cooked every night.
Right,
Yeah, I'm telling you now, every night.
right.
Beans, potatoes.
This is probably my
meat,
worst culprit right here. This
zippers.
is, I don't think there's a better little Debbie out there than this right. You
Well, I
get 2
think
of
for
them.
the money, you can't beat that right there.
You remember when that guy told us Hostess was better than?
I almost threw him out
We
at
nearly
church
threw
fan.
him
You
off a church trip. Hostess can't touch little.
Fudge rounds are okay, but they got a little waxy taste to
They
them.
also didn't know that tonight we'd be telling them about the snacks, the best there is.
Hey,
Are you a fan?
cosmic brownies, don't like them.
Me either.
Don't like
Now
it.
listen, best chip ever made, bar none. Ain't it close?
And the only thing that was close, my grandmother would buy them for me. That was a taco flavor, and that was before.
Was they real Doritos or was
Doritos?
Really?
Taco flavor.
It was a
remember that it was a seafood part.
Oh, absolutely. You could see in there. You could see whether they were really. Hey, it was nice to see that snack.
Now let me tell you something my wife did one time. My wife of 21 years. She came home with some True Value zebra cakes.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't even a real zebra.
After
on
about
it.
6 months separation
Yeah.
and a lot of counseling, we're back together. There's two things in this world you don't go generic on. In my opinion.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts and zebra cakes or
Pop-Tarts.
any kind of Little Debbie. True Value does not understand Little Debbiness.
No, and women, if you're in a store and you're going to pick up some of this stuff for your kids or your husband and you don't know, find a fat dude that's in there shopping.
Yeah, please find me. I'll help you.
I promise you, we
Help
can
you.
tell you what to get.
If you're in there in
Now,
yoga
look,
pants and you just left MG Fitness,
Yeah.
you know nothing
You don't
about
know.
it.
I promise you,
Find me
you
a
go over there and
jet.
get wheat thin, somebody's disappointed when you get home.
But
I'll
if
tell
you
that.
come up to me and say, "Hey, I got a chubby son.
Yeah.
What kind of snacks would he like?"
Come
And
on
we're
over
like,
here,
"Oh, look in my cart. We're gonna go zebras, munchos, sweet heat,
Sweet heat is
I'm a
good.
big fan of the sweet
and probably more of these."
Now, see, and not this. Look at the size of the box, boys.
Right.
It don't take long to figure out the best value. Zebra cakes.
I
Zebra cakes.
can't go.
And now this was a good one right here because you get 4 or 5 different kinds in there. And the slowest kid got the dark chocolate.
Oh,
The dark chocolate
Yeah,
kid was
dark
like,
chocolate.
hey, it's like getting the butter rum lifesavers in that book. You get butter rum
at Christmas.
at Christmas.
Right. Well,
Now, one thing, when I was going in and buying these snacks today, I found this.
oh,
It don't even
Oreo
make
thin.
sense.
Let me tell you, that's what these health food nuts have got to.
That's right.
They putting us.
tree huggers.
There was 27 different kinds of Oreos, and I finally got. I'm looking for the double stuff.
Yes.
Oreo thins, and I went. So I was wondering how many of these I had to stack together. You know, and they're the same price as a double stuff.
And I ask you, would you tell the camera why you bought those?
I bought all they had, hoping that they'd replace them with something
Double
that was
stuff,
better.
some good stuff.
We did that one time.
With
We were
Little
doing that
Debbie
with Little
chocolate.
Debbie chocolate pies,
Yes.
and they quit making them because we bought so many.
The all you can find now is the Krispy Kreme version.
And I'm sure
But-
that'll suffice. But don't heat it
Y'all-
up. Put it in the
y'all-
Put it
freezer.
in the freezer, boys.
Y'all probably made Brad Jones' business go
Oh,
through.
Well,
the
me and
roof.
Jeb had a competition who could buy more in a week. And
And let me tell you something, we were eating them when we bought them. We
Yeah.
weren't wasting them, I guarantee you that.
now, let me tell you, my one of the things Jeff and I and some of you
Bigger.
huskier kids today, we feel your pain in a pickup football game or pickup base. We never got to play a skill position.
No.
We don't know
No.
nothing about being a wide receiver, a quarterback,
What
What
were you
was-
in backyard football?
all-time center.
All-time center, boy. Pick the
And
ball
then
up and stand
3
there.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
So we got to put 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, and then we had to turn them loose. And that was 12 hours.
Yeah, I guarantee
That was football. While the thin athletes got to pitch it around, catch it.
And then when you got to like organized sports, you had 2 chances: third base or catcher.
I can tell an honest story.
Oh, I've not got to hear
This is
this
a
story
true
yet.
story. I was playing for the Unionville Lions. I'd played down at Unionville at the coach pitch league. I mean the machine pitch
Yeah.
league, and I finally talked Granddaddy into letting me try out for this Unionville Lions team. And we was over at Donnie Hester's front yard, and he lined us all up, and he said, "Boys, this is Eugene Burham, Gerald Grissom, and Philip Douglas was our coaches." He said, "Tell us a number you want and the position you play." And so we're going down through there, boys, and they get to me, and I said, "Well, I want number 8, because that was Gary Carter."
That's right.
And I said, "I play center field." And the coach kind of stopped. And the thing is, if he would have said, "Luke Falk, I want number 12, I play short." All right, go get you some short. Now, 6 shortstops over.
That's right.
And then he stops, and he looks at me, and he says, "Go get your shin guard, son."
Get the shin
and
guard.
And he just went to the next one, and,
Yeah, get the shin
and I
guard.
became a catcher.
Guess what position I played then?
Well, you was a catcher,
Catcher.
but now the athlete catcher.
That's right.
You notice
Whole
that?
different- whole
No,
different
it's a
deal.
whole nother. When I played the
Where'd you
chubby-
play in kickball? Was you catcher in kickball?
Because that's where I
So
was.
that's where we were at.
That's exactly.
Hey,
can I roll it?
Yeah.
No.
But I'll tell you what, if they kick one foul over at Thomas, over to the road, you can go get that and roll it back in. We'll wait on you.
Man, I don't even know what it feels like to stand between second and third with a glove.
Yeah.
We're
You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know.
Well, I mean, I caught in for the coach, and he's hitting the outfield somewhere in that area, right there.
And if you ever did, when you got a hit, it was a single.
Oh, and then they ran for me because I was catching.
Thanks.
Oh,
Courtesy runner.
Dan, let's go. Shins. Let's
go.
go.
Shins.
We got 2 outs.
We got no outs. Bases loaded, and we're killing this guy. And they look over at you and go, "What? Why ain't shins on, son?
Let's go.
It's 112 degrees, coach, but I'll get the shins on."
Trying to sweat it off of you.
By the way, in Little League then, it was live pitching. So whoever the coach was pitching to all 13 kids. Guess who caught every one of them?
Oh, yes, sir.
And then guess who got the bat last without a catcher? And after about 5 or 6 pitches, coach said, "All right, running."
Yeah. Give me 2. Let's go.
Coach over there rubbing his arm out.
Man, I'm shot.
And then you're so slow on running the laps, you try to let everybody catch you and hope they don't notice. Yes, sir. Did you run all yours? I'm running all I can do. I guarantee you that.
Now, I have found one place, being Husky, gave me a championship, though. You ever been to a water park and they got them lanes of slides and they race to the bottom?
Yes, sir, baby.
Maybe I have lined up in Florida, in Indiana, and I am undefeated, son. And what kills me is these young ones, they get out there, boy, early and they're gone. And when inertia takes over, son, I come by them. It looks like Earnhardt, son.
You know what that is? That's that German technology, like the Volkswagen. You got that bubble in the middle, that air goes right over you. I'm telling you. Seriously, hey.
The bubble.
I'm telling you. Hey, you know how it's got like 40 feet to slow down and you can stand up?
Yeah.
No. I'm knocking kids down.
Hey.
I'm out there in the bushes.
Yes, sir. It's like skimming. Yes, sir, Ray, boy.
Slipping slides wasn't for us either. I mean, probably 2nd-degree burns when you got done from the crash and what have you. But they never... these thin kids are trying to push their way on down to get to the end of the slip and slide. Me and Jeff are running about 72 miles an hour at that point.
And my grandmother, she was always nice. She said, like, "You're big bone."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. I'll tell you what, I can't be. It's thin skin. I'll tell you that much. Some got to hold this show together. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they don't know.
No,
and, but we've overcome.
I thank good. Hey.
So what advice then can you give to some of these Husky or kids coming up?
Here's
how
my
to deal
advice.
with it.
When you go to elementary school, you find the biggest kids you can find. Hopefully, some of them might be bigger than you, and stand beside them.
That's right.
Do not stand beside the kids. You can count the ribs.
No.
Because you probably got kids now doing setups already before they get there. We got the mab and stuff. Get away from them pretty quick. Don't try. I'd hit the books. I'd hit the books. Be a manager. Something you don't have to run in.
Wait a minute. We need offensive linemen, though. We need
you get to high school, middle
You're talking
school.
Elementary. I'm sorry.
Elementary.
Hit the books.
Hit the books, man. I'm telling you. Because a lot of people will come and befriend you if you're smart enough to help them.
That's right.
You don't want to be dumb and fat.
There's nothing worse.
You don't
There's
want to be
nothing
that.
worse. And I thought one of the best advice you gave already was parents set them down and tell them.
Tell them.
Just let them know.
You would rather them cry in the living room than cry on the playground. I'm just telling you. And
I agree.
They won't like it right off the bat. They'll appreciate it. And hey, get you some of them plain ruffles and the old French onion dip. That's good.
What about the nacho cheese dip with them ruffles?
Right there, boys.
Is that it?
Plain ruffles. You have to look because they got all kinds of
And don't dip. You can't dip Lay's. It'll be all crunchy down in there.
And they'll get all that stuff. It'll be like backwash.
You gotta have a sturdy chip.
Yeah.
You gotta have a sturdy
But
chip.
now in the last 4 or 5 months, I've had to cut out all this stuff because of sugar problem. I didn't see it coming. I don't know what set it off, but evidently it's just something you get later on in life. But my wife can hear me opening a zebra cake from 3 rooms away. And I mean, it's like one of these things. You
gonna hide it between your legs.
You think you're gonna get to be 50-something and you do what you want to do?
No.
And I'll be slipping, and I'll just open the zebra cake. What do you want? you want to have to shoot insulin in you every day?
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
understand.
no, I wanted a zebra cat.
That's right.
Obviously, that
That's
ain't
right.
happening. So,
Oh boy.
I don't know. I mean, it's just, here's the thing. You'll overcome it. If you can learn to tell jokes, it helps. It helps if you're
It
funny
does.
because you can deflect some off you onto somebody else. And that's,
Quickly.
and that, some
And
people
we ain't
won't
even got
like
to
it.
the sweating problem yet. I mean, that's
No,
a whole
no.
nother thing these kids is gonna have to deal with at all times. Yeah, it's just something. It's natural.
And it's a nervous. It
It
Nervous.
is. But I will
Pack an
say,
extra shirt.
I
with
had a good childhood, good growing up, a
Oh,
lot
I
of
did
good
too.
buddies. But I'll tell you this: I probably won't sleep tonight, just reliving the shirts and skins scare.
No,
that used
and
to
let me
happen.
tell you something. Take up fishing. Because you can go down there at the creek by yourself and
Yes.
nobody be making fun of you. Fishing
Yes.
is good.
And you can be the point guard in your backyard.
Sure you can.
You
As long
can-
as you pick your team right. You gotta pick them big young.
No, I mean you're playing by yourself, just you.
Oh,
you can be the point
well,
guard.
and you ain't gonna, don't run and do layups because people be looking out the window at you. Just stand, because you ain't gonna run and do layups in the game.
No.
Just stand.
Work on the
still.
drop step.
Just,
Yeah.
Boom. Just one and that's
I
it.
love.
Yes, that'd be a good thing to get into. It's just one-on-one drop step, score left-handed. I mean, that's hard to do. But I think the thing I remember the most of being Husky was when you go to Opryland
Oh,
and see what thin people never, and this is at 41, what thin people don't know the true fear of going to a theme park. And you start looking in that, when that thing's going upside down doing 100, most people are looking at it going, oh man, that's going to be great. I'm looking at them seats.
yes, sir.
Man, am I going to get in that thing? Or am I going to get up
Is it
front?
gonna clamp down?
And then they're going to say,
Hi.
hey sir, come on.
You gotta get. You exit over here.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
when
Loud
that
enough
safety
for everybody
bar-
to hear it.
When that safety bar don't latch, that ain't good. Boy.
Especially when your son's beside you and he's
Yeah.
30 pounds. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's this far from him.
Yeah.
So,
It's a risk you gotta take.
yeah. I mean, you got to stand in line like a champ.
Yeah.
And you got to risk them telling you to get off on the
Get
other side.
off.
Now, luckily, I hadn't had that happen, but I have been sitting there before. And they tell, hey,
What's
sir.
that walk like back by everybody?
Yes.
Well,
Walk
they
of
go the
shame,
other way.
baby.
It's it.
Walk of shame.
We've all felt it when we
Yeah.
get cut off the team, you know, and y'all are high-fiving.
Walk of shame, bud.
You know, Granny takes us to Dairy Queen.
What?
You want to dip? Yes.
We talk about double.
Butterscotch or chocolate?
Butterscotch.
Okay,
It ain't close.
Not even
Not
close.
even in the ballpark.
Right.
We talked about the pants. What about shirts? Boys, you can't, I mean, any shirt you get is not
Do you
going to
tuck
fit.
it in?
Oh,
You try. You
do.
start.
You do for a while. My dad was an ex-Marine,
Yeah.
so he wanted my shirt to line up.
Zipper boy.
Oh, with a
Yeah.
zipper and the button. They're gonna line up, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, that's good. I can't even see the zippers. I mean, I'm just going to have to shoot.
I mean, we would leave the house tucked in. We got off the bus.
Yeah,
One's
it's all-
flapping on this
yeah.
side. You just kind of, your britches have rolled up.
Yeah, they roll up anyway.
I mean, when we first got ready,
Oh,
it
look
looked
good.
fine.
Yeah.
But once you sit down, it's a whole, But not only that, my granny used to tell me, and I thought I was really sick. She would tell me, son, you've got gaposis. And I didn't know what gaposis is, but that's when you sit down.
Yes, sir.
And I got an undershirt on to this day because of this
We
thing
ain't
my granny
showing-
told me
yeah,
I
we
had.
ain't showing it.
Yeah. Granny said, you got gaposis. Now, how you catch that is right here.
Zebra tags.
Grab them, boys. Anything you want.
So, when you think you wear a 14.5 shirt, nice, and you once again, when you're standing up, boy, you got your tie on, looks good, and then you sit down, you catch a little something called gaposis. And
If you're thinking 14, go 16.
go 16. I know the next.
But it's probably better going and get 18 because you're going to be there pretty quick anyway.
Yeah.
And
And they want to measure your neck. That is not the problem. We can make the neck work.
yeah.
Get around here.
Yeah,
That's
that's gonna be the biggest.
That's gonna
This
be the
is your biggest. Girth is what we call it. Girth.
But shirts. When I played junior pro for the Explorers, that was my first. And you've been here. I know you've been here, Jeff. They're passing, and now they order. Everybody gets new uniforms. We get new uniforms, new stuff every year. Back when I played, they had a bag full of balls, and at the bottom of it was the shirts that are about 12 years old. Well, they only order 2.
That's right.
And if you're in the 4th grade and there's already 2 big ones, well, them 6th graders are getting them. So I got one time. Granny had to butter my back,
Slide it there.
and you know, it looked like 2 bags of pork rinds on
yes,
both.
sir. Like your biscuits open.
Yeah. And you know, you're trying to post up, but you can't lift your arm. And if you did,
Get them arms up on there. No, sir, I'm not getting.
Start rolling.
I'm down here hands. I'm
Yeah.
showing my hands, baby. But
Start rolling up.
yeah, you didn't get to. And by the way, this is facts. Nowadays, if you did that to a kid, that parent would come down there and say, "My baby's shirt don't fit, and you need to order him shirts." And we'd do it. We'd order him a shirt.
sure
Keep
would.
back then.
No,
Hey.
because you can tell
And
which
your
one
old
it
coach
is.
would have said, "What? Lose some weight,
Yeah.
boys. All I can tell you. That's all we got.
I
Let's
know
go.
that's
Everybody in."
That, you do
You're
the arms up.
You're going home in that day to parents that don't see nothing wrong with them getting on you about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And then I'd be going in there with that Cheeto dust on my finger.
Coach, I don't know what the problem is. I can't.
My PE teacher said I was too big. I'll tell you what.
But you've been
and you
eating
can't listen. You can't lick that stuff off.
No.
It still leaves a
It's
tin.
on-
It's a
listen,
tin.
it's on
It's like a smoker's, bro. Hey, I had the Cheeto orange, buddy.
It's on the textbook.
Yeah,
corners.
it's everywhere, man.
It's all over.
You turn
the
that
place.
in at the end of the year, and it's just
But it's not all bad to be Husky. It wasn't all bad. Now, we usually, you could hit a baseball when you were real young, a little further than everybody else. Now, they were getting more bases,
by far.
but you could hit it further. You did get to catch, which I ended up loving to catch, but,
What was your favorite meal at school?
oh, yeah, I got 2. But my favorite of all time was that stop sign shaped pizza, Fiesta.
Oh, we didn't have
Raise your hand if you want corn.
Corn.
Yes, 2 of them. Just come on. The other was chili,
Oh man.
and then that big old cinnamon roll
and
that was bigger.
grilled cheese. That grilled cheese sandwich.
How did they make that cheese just sit there? It wasn't really melted, but it really
I don't
was.
think it was really cheese, and I didn't care, but it was good.
Boy, it's
boy.
good dipped in that chili, wasn't it?
And I tell you what
That
we did.
cinnamon roll was big as your head.
Now, I couldn't just drink white milk. I had to have chocolate milk. But they didn't offer it in the day at Madison Street, so we'd take an old pill bottle. The thing about this, and fill it up with Nesquik.
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh! Now, buddy, if you brought out the pill bottle at lunchtime with the chocolate, you were the man. I guarantee you.
Nesquik, baby.
Hey, shake that up, boys. And there you go.
Well, yeah.
You know what happened today if you pulled out a pill bottle
I say
in
it
the
wouldn't be good.
cafeteria, no
Full of
matter
powder.
what it is?
I'd say it wouldn't be good. I'll tell you this.
No,
I'll
what?
tell you this. A fat kid can make friends with some chocolate powder. I'll tell you that much, boy.
Let me ask you something. Were you going to ask that 12-pound kid how to make chocolate milk, or
No,
you come
hey,
to Jeff?
you come to Jeff, boys. He knows.
You used to talk about a dessert that they had at school. It wasn't cinnamon roll. You called it ooey gooey yummy squares.
Oh man, and let me tell you something.
What?
Latricia Martin can make that today. Latricia, if you're out there, she's good at it.
Right.
Boys, that was good. Everything.
But what
they-
was that like? What was it close to?
Heaven. Right
Peanut butter, bran flakes.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it was all
I
together.
like Rice Krispies in there, too. I know what you're talking about. They were really
yeah,
good.
really good, really good.
But everything we ate at school was good.
Spaghetti, school spaghetti was good. But these
Yeah.
was like old ladies that was really
Yes.
cooking. They wasn't just microwaving.
Well,
something.
they retired American can and they
That's
cooked at
right.
school. That's
School
true.
system,
My
huh?
grandmother rode the school bus to the school to
To
cook.
cook.
Yes.
That's how bad she wanted to cook.
I couldn't wait to get there for them
Yeah,
babies.
That's it.
Them babies. But
Did she ride the bus with you?
no, my daddy. That'd been
Oh,
in the
okay.
60s.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no,
okay.
No. She was a little too old by then.
Okay.
No,
I was about to say.
now, she came down there a time or two. Ooh. But I think we turned out all right. We hold our own. Now we still run into some situations from time to time. You know, I'm on the school board and they're going to make you go sit in those little white chairs.
Yeah.
during-
Yeah.
And I was watching that last year because Haley graduated, and I got to look at them chairs because that's something else people don't do. If you're not Husky, we'll look
No.
down there and say, "Oh,
You gotta figure out where you can sit.
I don't like them chairs."
And let me tell you, I know you've done it. You test them.
Oh yeah, you don't
You
go
start out on the
100%.
corner,
Yeah, you don't.
and then
go
you kind of ease your way back, and if you don't hear any cracking, you'll go on back a
You
little
don't
bit.
go 100%
Hey.
on a chair.
The worst one is funeral homes. For whatever reason, they have like 125-pound weight capacity chairs, and they always put you, if you're going to preach a funeral,
Yeah.
they put one up there for you.
Hey,
Boys, I'm telling
there's
you.
only one funeral home in this town, and I won't mention it, but it's George Taylor Home, and they've got a couple of sitting back
Right.
there. And the last one I did, I seen it as I was walking up the aisle, and I thought, boys, I'm really gonna get spiritual. And what I think I'll do is just stand here with my hands up, like I'm praying, and because they'll never question me. And I did what you said, Jim. just kind of got a
just
little
get on
bit
that
of
corner,
Put
boy.
the hand
boy,
on.
I was
You
just-
hope that leg is going
because
to hold
you
up.
know. Could you imagine at a commencement or fixing to preach a funeral, that old thing fold up?
Hey,
Good.
well, the last one I did was with Scott Reed. We did it together,
Right.
and I set Scott on the pew, on
Right.
the front pew, so I could have both chairs, and I would go a cheek on a chair, cheek per chair.
But then, let's give a lesson out to our funeral homes. Give us some big high backs.
Yes, sir.
The
Give
old
us that
preacher,
old
the old
stuff.
preacher chair.
Give
And
us
I'm not talking about antique because I don't trust them. I'm talking about
No,
something new.
nice. Something you'd find
new.
right now at Badcock.
And
That's
listen,
what we need.
Make the legs low to the ground and the seat bigger, because that way if it does collapse, you don't have that far to go.
Nobody will
It's not-
know. We'll just kind of
We'll just kind of go in the
and
floor.
we know how to just sit there and act
promise
like nothing happened.
Speaking of seating, we experienced this the other day at a restaurant in town with booths. Me and Dad was going to sit down, and the waiter looked at both of us and looked at what side Dad was going to, and pushed the table almost all the way to
that's
my
just
side.
wrong. That's just
I mean, looked
Now,
at
see?
it and just looked him up and down, but
Now see,
and
if
scooted
I
that
had to
table.
come to grips with who I am,
right.
that would have bothered me. What I did, order extra cheese dip. Yeah, hey, boy, I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna put me in the big booth, I'm getting the big booth. I'm just telling you, boy, that's exactly
I
right.
was on a mission trip in Africa and we slept on cots. And I've been touching close.
I love where this is
I've
headed.
been touching close to 3 bills for years. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's not a secret. People don't look and say, I bet you weigh 225. I mean, that's just not, nobody's guessing.
Where you
me.
going? About
6
6:30?
Where you go? 180? Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm on there again. Remind me of the worst place fat people go, Husky people. But I'm on this trip with all these in shape people. By the way, I was in seminary while they were going through the training. I didn't go to any of the training. So the first flight I ever got on my life, 21 hours. But anyway, I'm in a desert and sleeping on a cot. And about night number 2, Jeff. I mean, number 1, we're in there, baby. When we're in there, we're in there. And I thought, man, I think I can turn over on the side. And and I knew better.
Oh, you know.
And so I
You-
thought, Jeff, I could grab a hold of this side and just ease.
No.
What happens? That thing zipped right in the middle.
Yeah.
And I slept betwixt the frame of that thing.
Because once you get all that going one way, it's going. I'm just saying. Now listen, I've lost 92 pounds, but I had to. I mean, that or is going to put me on some bad stuff.
Right.
I see my mother-in-law for the first time the other day, and she is encouraging. She's like, "Good night, you've lost a lot of weight." I said, "Well, thank you, but you had a lot to lose."
Got a long way to
I
go.
went, "Well, that's good. Thank you, I
And
appreciate it."
at another funeral home, by the way, guy walks up to Dad. It's been about 2 years ago now. Good night, you all over 300, ain't you? I mean, just like who says that to
Here's the deal.
somebody?
You ain't got to tell us that.
No.
You ain't got. We know we're all over. Look,
He did.
I've had
You all
300
over.
in a full Nelson for years.
Yeah, hey, boys, it ain't like you jump on the scales and go,
Man.
230. Who would ever guess that? Those scales are good.
Man.
No, sir. But
Boys,
anyway,
one
look,
time, one Christmas Eve, I ate. You ain't never seen, a fat kid Christmas morning. And I was sick already. This is a couple years ago. But, man, I ate. And I was over at my mother-in-law's house, boy, and she had country ham, my favorite food,
Yes, sir.
and all. It's good for you.
oh, it is.
And I ate
the fat part is good.
I ate a half a Hampshire hog that morning fried, and a bunch of gravy and red eye, and 6 cups of coffee, and 6 eggs, and some gravy, and then we had jelly and biscuits and fried pies. And then when we got done, and about a half gallon of orange juice, and I got done, man, I was sick.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
No, I wasn't sick. I was sick because of a sore throat. So I thought, man, I'm gonna run out here to Fast Pace.
That's called friction.
On Christmas Eve, I'm gonna run to Fast Pace. I'm gonna get them to give me a shot, and that way I'll be all right on Christmas, man. Nobody wants to be sick on Christmas.
That's right.
I didn't think that through, Jeff. After I ate half a Hampshire hog and all that, I got in there and she goes, "Oh, hate to be bad on Christmas. Step up here, hon. Let's get you weight."
Oh,
I said, "Man, I mean, we're gonna adjust this, right?
That's
I mean, it is Christmas Eve, but she didn't, and she wrote it down, and I think she snickered just a little bit, but."
I won't even wear my glasses to get on the scale.
You start emptying
everything I got, boys. If it ain't attached, she's coming off.
And we'll end this with the worst place ever is an airplane. There's nothing worse.
I thought I was gonna get kicked off flying to Russia on a mission trip because I couldn't get the seatbelt fastened. And it wasn't that I didn't want to fasten it. I mean, I'm all
I
in on the
promise you, I
fastening.
want to fashion.
But I'm telling you, when it's like that much space left, I ain't got no more give.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna magically,
Y'all
unless
got
you want me to put it around my leg.
They
I ain't got a
They
shot.
got any extenders?
They didn't on this flight.
By the
You
way,
know what I did? I held that baby down there like this right here. I was hoping it
I'm
was a
good.
signal. Good, let's go. Let's start her up.
they don't know.
But here's the thing, we're gonna finish with it.
All right.
Parents, I'm gonna give you these 2 things for advice. Not to buy your kids fat kid, corduroy pants
Don't do
or
it.
parachute nylon pants.
Neither one.
Neither one, because they make a noise and shoot sparks that you don't want your kid to see. All right.
You ever seen a fat kid run in corduroy pants?
Hey,
I mean,
well, as I'm telling you,
it's bad.
it's a
bad
wonder
deal.
it hadn't started the fire.
Hey, get him fat boy clothes.
That's right. And
Husky blue jeans, a big blazer with elbow pads.
that's right.
And-
Make him look nice.
Yeah,
Make him look
and a
nice.
polo shirt, not a button, so you don't get gaposis, and
No.
then you just put that blazer
And,
up top.
and this is what I found. And get him a perm. Get him a perm.
Absolutely.
Because people will look at his head and forget about his body.
Right.
There you go. That's
Right.
it. If you do those things, he'll get.
We're helping America
That's
today.
it, boy.
Don't you? Don't
That's
you think
it.
we've helped?
I think so.
These thin. We're gonna do a thin kid show next time.
Yeah, well, we don't
No,
know
we're
who's-
not gonna be on
We don't know who in the world's gonna do it, but
So let's thank our sponsors on this knowledge we've dropped
Say-
today.
Again, we want to thank you for our special show here. Sanders Plumbing, Jason Sanders, you can reach him at 224-4934.
And he was excited
He was very excited to
to
do this
sponsor
show.
the Husky show today.
and
Rob
he's not really husky.
No,
He's
he
not
don't
really.
know. He don't know.
I'm not-
He wants to make fun of us.
Rob Gardner, State Farm Insurance, who definitely knows
What a guy.
nothing about
He
being
don't-
a
What a
Husky
guy,
kid.
though.
I don't know about
He's
that.
still my guy.
I do love Rob.
He's
And
private
gonna-
school.
private school,
Grew up.
baseball at Belmont.
You know,
Basketball at
Basketball,
Montlow and Belmont.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Oh, yeah. Bellmead.
And,
Go ahead.
and Community Coatings.
Now, that's good people.
Good
Those
people
are
right
good
there. They love
and-
us and we love them.
And again, they did work at Titans
Look, they
Stadium,
said no
is-
job
Man, and the
too big.
Titans beat Jacksonville yesterday. What about that?
Hey, I don't even know what to say.
My Miami Dolphins 3-0, by the way. I'm a
It's
fish
time
fan.
to cut this show
1972.
off.
Here we go.
Did you bring a mumu today?
Oh, we're not going to tell you where we're at, but I'm telling you, if you need something like this, past your bedtime. Now, you don't get any past right there. This can be anywhere from a medium to a 3X, and we'll
By
we'll
the
adjust
way-
it to what you are.
By the way, that's not going to be Husky kids because we didn't want pajamas tonight. It got too hot.
Hey,
I mean, we just,
can I say one more thing?
yes, we can.
My favorite new store to shop at, and this ain't a plug for an ad or anything, but it's called DXL.
Oh, been there.
Listen, because usually, you go in any other store, you're shopping at that end of the rack.
Small.
Hey, but you go in and get a 3X at this place, and there's still about 6 sizes down there left.
Oh, you're-
and you making fun of them people down there.
I agree.
Oh, my God.
I went in DXL and
A 7X.
I was the thinnest guy in there.
Yes, sir.
I started
love it.
flexing a little bit. Where's the
Hey.
blue shirts?
Yeah, hey.
And I was really enjoying
Where's
it.
those 3X? Oh, down here? Down here where the small are? Okay, good. Hey, when I'm going to the dressing room laughing at them 7X.
Oh!
Try to control yourself, bud.
Little self-control.
A little self-control here, bud. You're out of range.
You wearing a 7?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh.
Threes. Got
Hey,
threes here.
Let me see them fingers. You got any Cheeto does there, bud? Let's go.
So what we're saying is stay away from this stuff.
Yeah.
All this
yeah,
stuff is
Stay
bad
away. This
stuff.
is
Yeah.
bad.
Bad stuff.
Except these.
Except the zebra cake.
One every now and then.
One
right?
nothing. You eat the 2-pack. Don't you open
Hey,
it.
yeah.
I'm counting.
My
The
wife-
pack is one.
My wife one time got and ate one and folded that thing up and set it down and left the other one in there. And I stared at her for 10 minutes.
I'm like, what are you doing? But I'll say one thing. I know what I'd have done. I would have made 3 for me.
Absolutely.
All right, well,
We'll see you guys Friday night. We're gonna cover the Shelbyville game live, and then we will have our wrap-up show.
Explain that we're not going to lie. We don't want to, with WLIJ, we want to
No,
do the
we
talking.
we
There
are
you go.
gonna film
There you
and
go.
Live stream.
live stream. But it will be we'll do the video, and we're gonna plug in to WIJ's audio.
Absolutely.
And Porter and Daryl and those guys are gonna do the commentary to keep
Trip, I think. He had all
Trip?
the hardest.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty
I
cool.
thought that's
Porter and his
neat,
2
man.
sons. Trip was doing the
We don't want
sideline
to mess
report.
with them. We
We
don't
do
No.
not in any way want to mess with what they've got going on. We want to support
Or mess
them.
with them.
No.
I think they could take us.
We want to support them, and then we'll be back also at 10:15 live with our wrap-up show. So tune in.
Vikings beat CA.